Hey, Paul Akers here. I'm going to show you awesome new products from FastCap for this fall 2014. Not all of them are available right now, but I want to give you just an overview of all the cool things. I'm going to go over them real quickly. And of course, I'm wearing my Seahawks t-shirt because we finally won something. But of course, I didn't know if you knew this. Really, Washington State has won the lottery. You know why? Because think about it. Nowhere in the world is there more innovation than in Washington State. We have Microsoft, we have Starbucks, we have UPS, we have Amazon, we have Boeing, and I could go on and on. And of course, FastCap. We have the greatest innovators in the world. And the reason why is because it always rains here. We have moss behind our ears, and we're constantly thinking of new crazy things because we got nothing else to do. But now I'm going to show you all the cool products that FastCap has, so let's take a look. So right off the bat, we have the new 2P10 rubber toughen. We basically put small particulates of rubber inside the 2P10, which makes it quite a bit stronger. Pen makers especially are loving this product, and it's available in thick and gel, awesome in the large 10 ounce and the 2.25 ounce. Next is the shake light. Check this thing out. See that light sitting there still? But when I tap it like that, it goes on automatically. It is rock and roll good because it doesn't require a motion sensor, which always goes bad. All you have to do is barely touch it or shake anything. When the door opens inside your cabinet, it goes on. It's magic. And just to show you how crazy we are, our engineers use it on something. Watch this. Come on. Dennis, our engineer, he's crazy, and he put the shake light on the bottom of our razor so when he scooters around, he looks really cool. Dennis, you're way too rad, man. Next is the new tip, a pack of 5 tips to replace your caulking tube. So the cool thing is just go like that. Now you have a new tip. You cut off the old tip, insert this in, and now you have a brand new caulking tip with a much longer tip. This is a rock and roll good product, and you're gonna love it. After that, my favorite product almost of all time, this is the new Screw Gun Power Mag. It is outrageous. Look at the curve in there. It is so powerful you can't believe it. It has a very high bond tape on there that goes on the top of your screw gun, and now you can put all your screws on top. Watch this. Check this out. This thing actually is so strong, it'll hold the screw gun at any angle just like that. What magnet can do that? And of course, if you want your screws on top of your screw gun so you never have to look for them, this thing is rock and roll good. Everybody will buy it because it works and because it's a lean innovation, because we came up with it internally for our own uses to be able to store our screw guns and keep our screws together. This thing is killer good. And of course, we have the new Knuckle Bender. Now this is different than our old Knuckle Bender because it's adjustable. So any size hinge you can bend and adjust in a second. And of course, we put a pin release right there. You put that underneath the hinge, tap it up with a hammer. You've taken your pin out fast and easy. Next is the burn one tape measure. Now everybody as a carpenter always wants to burn an inch, and then you have to deal with the math because you're actually subtracting an inch. But here in this case, you can actually hold it right there, right on 1 inch, just like that, and you know exactly what the measurement is, and there's no guesswork anymore. Next is the 3/4 inch discussion ring. So we had a cabinet maker come to us and said, you know what, I need a discussion ring, but I want it 3/4 of an inch thick, so when it goes to the other side, it's perfect. So we made one that goes through a 3/4 inch panel for melamine, plywood, whatever you want, so you have a finished look on both sides, and it looks perfect. Now, 2 of my favorites. Let's go check these out. These are fantastic as well. So right about now, I should be playing the music to the danger zone because you don't want to stick your hand like this and cut, even though we've all done it for years. But Greg Lee came up with a fantastic idea. It's called the $10 million stick, and this thing is amazing. Watch this. So instead of sticking your finger and sacrificing your valuable fingers, which at FastCap we say each one of these is worth a minimum of $1 million, $10 million on the end of your hand, this is the $10 million stick. Because of the tripod design, you push right there, and now your hand is not close to the material. And when you go to make a cut, you're totally safe. This thing is so amazing. It should be on every miter box saw worldwide and saving tens of thousands of fingers from getting injured. This is an amazing product, and we are so excited about it, just from the safety standpoint. This is called the 11th finger. Brian Roach, a high school woodshop teacher, came up with this, and it is nothing short of magic. Again, watch this. The typical push stick, stored right here or somewhere about there, but not with this one. This one is magnetically applied. It has 2 neodymiums in there that allow it to stick right like that. So now when you're cutting, Notice where it is. It's right where you need it every time. You're never fumbling to get it. It's going to save so many fingers from getting cut off because now the push stick is exactly where you need it every time, no questions asked. Save those valuable fingers because they matter. So you see all this debris down here? That's because we have a hole here where our tilt angle on our table saw is. Now most table saws are trying to suck the dust up, but you got this big huge hole here which really impedes how well the vacuum system works. But Jim said, hey, you know what, Paul? If we came up with a way to seal this off effectively, number one, we wouldn't get the dust out there. Number two, we'd increase the vacuum of the table saw. So we came up with a flexible bristle right here that you can screw or speed tape onto your saw. First, you put the speed tape on here, so it adhere on, and then put a couple self-tapping screws right along here. And what that does is you slip it in behind here on both sides, and now your angle will still move, but it seals it off completely. So you're gonna have a bristle on both sides, and this is available by the foot, and you're gonna love this product because it can be used for so many things in the wood shop. From a technology standpoint, nothing is cooler than the quick release mandrel from FastCap. This thing is so cool. Watch how this works. You stick it in there, instead of screwing it in, you just simply twist and you're done. Now watch how this comes out. You simply twist and it pops out. It is just a work of art. The way it works, a lot of design engineering, a lot of detail went into this, and it just flat out works. So it works with all your standard hole saws. You'll never struggle again with putting this mandrel on because it is just so easy and so elegant. But it gets better because now we're going to show you our new hole saw, which is called the Hoval. And this thing is outrageous because all of us have struggled getting that plug out, right? But we said, no way, we're not going to struggle ever again. Now, when the drill is stopped, you can actually stick your fingers in there and press it out evenly on both sides. This will come in a kit of 11 bits. Take these and you will throw them out because you'll never want to use them again because we finally solved the problem. But if that isn't enough, the Hoval is more than just the holes in the side. The real secret is in the shape of the drill bit. It is not round. We'll go over the details of it later, but because it's not round, it cuts a larger curve, and the larger curve allows the saw to cut more effectively. The drill cuts with no resistance in anything, and then also the plug comes out much easier. So this new drill bit system with our quick release mandrel, large holes to push the plug out, and the unusually shaped drill bit makes this the ultimate system. I personally believe everyone's going to throw out every drill's ever had before because we have solved every problem here with drills, and they work so well. You're going to be shocked at the effectiveness of this. Next is the GlueBot with the new lanyard. Again, another improvement from one of our customers. These caps were always getting lost. You know, normally we just put them back here. They get knocked off, you lose them. But now we have a rubber lanyard on there that keeps them in the right place every time, whether you're using them for solvents, for lacquer thinner, or for glue. They're just awesome. So this is a new improvement to our already fantastic GlueBot system. Next is the taper clip. This thing is awesome. Let me show you how it works over here. Everybody's got masking tape all the time, and you just simply put your masking tape on there. You can screw it to your bench, and you always have your tape where you want it. But of course, if you want to clip it on your belt, you clip it on your belt like that, put that on, and now you've always got your tape when you're doing your masking right there. And you can pull it off as fast as you want, and you're never having to struggle for that tape again. Next are our track pads. Now you might recognize these as the feet on the top of the third hand, but we took off the ball joint on there, and now what happens, you put these down like this, you put your panel on there like this, and now everything's held and gripped. So when you're sanding, routing, anything you want to do, this allows the panel to be very stationary. They're quick, they're easy, they're flat, they're inexpensive, and they work awesome. So as you can see, we have 3 different adapters that go on the upper hands, the little hands, the disposal jacks, the third hand. They work on everything. First is our pipe adapter. As you can see, you can put a pipe there, so for a plumber, they can lift it up to the ceiling and have everything supported. Nobody's having to hold anything anymore. Of course, it works with any size pipe, large, small, you name it, you can do it, and it really is cool. We've also put some ridges in it as well, and that allows you to put a square panel and allows it not to slide back and forth. You see the little ridges we've got in there? So that's one of our adapters. This is the pipe adapter. Next is the panel adapter, and this is really cool because you can put any panel in there all the way up to 3/4, 1 inch, and this holds and supports your panel vertically. So there are lots of applications for this, primarily for bathroom stall installation. That would be really good. But then lastly, what we have is right here. This is our fast edge clamp. This holds a 3/4 inch panel vertically while you're edge banding it right here. But if you put this on top of the 6x6 universal foot, screw it down, now you have another way to hold panels vertically on top of the third hand, the upper hand. So anytime you have a bathroom panel installation or you have a vertical panel installation, these solutions can be very helpful whether you're installing pipe, panels, or whatever you're doing. We have 3 new ways to make that happen with the third hand family of products. This is the amazing new light for the saw hood, and what's cool about it is all LED with a 25-foot extension cord. So check this out. This thing is super high tech. Look at the number of LED lights in here. It is really incredible. It's all the new square style, the really high tech ones, and it is so bright it will blind you in a second. And the nice thing is the way it hooks on there, you can adjust the light wherever you want. Now it works on the Saw Hood Pro, which is another new product, the Saw Hood Pro, which is very compact and folds up very small, or the traditional saw hood over here, which the light will work on as well. So what's cool about the light is it has these little S hooks that allow you to hook it on anywhere you want and just turn it accordingly so the light is not in your eyes and directionalized down. Or you can hang it inside the saw hood as well so it illuminates the entire inside envelope. So of course, if you want to hang it inside, you can put it inside like this and it just illuminates everything really nicely, and again, directionalized anywhere you want. So if you don't have the blowback hood on, you just put it in there and you're set. So now one other thing you should know is the best fence system. I mean, we have a best fence system for everything. So if you have the new DeWalt zero gravity system, we've got a new best fence system for that. We've got it for the Boss system. We've got it for the Capex system. We've got it for every saw stand out there. Of course, our saw stand's the best, but if you already bought one of the other ones, well, you can go with this and we can make it work for you. Some of you may recognize the shape. This looks like our tape nicks, right? For opening and closing drawers before the handles go on. But a large manufacturer came to us and said, you know, we love the tape nicks, but we're going to use it for something else. We want it for a packing bumper. So this is called the packing bumper. So when they build their cabinets and they're pushing them up against each other before the handles go on, this acts as a nice little cushion between the cabinets to keep them from getting nicked up. So this is a great product because it's reusable over and over again. You just put them on all your doors and drawers. Then when you push your cabinets up against each other, you have a natural cushion between it. It's made out of a really soft EVA material and completely and totally reusable anytime you want. Next is the FastCam system. Now, if you're a general contractor and you're doing time-lapse photography, or you're just doing action photography for that matter, for your hobby, the FastCam system is absolutely amazing. It's just like the GoPro, but better. And the reason why it's better is, number one, it has a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom, it has a full built-in color screen on the back. Everything is easy to navigate. All the menus are easy to navigate. There's no struggle anywhere. A waterproof case. But best of all, we made this amazing Flex Cam Pack right here, which has all the components, all the action mounts, the battery charger, an extra battery, the camera, the waterproof housing, the manuals. Everything's done in a lean fashion, very clear. Camera, mounts, charger, cords, everything's combined in one nice carrying kit, including the eye pole. And then you've got your entire system. You never lose anything. The FastCam rocks. Can I say, instead of rock and roll good, it's bitchin'? This is bitchin'. Next is the speed tape applicator. So what this does is it makes fast edge for you on the fly. So you have your own edge banding, you have speed tape, you want to combine them together so you have fast edge, quick and easy. Well, somebody came up with this Paul Viola up in Canada, and it's an awesome idea. Watch how this works. You take your edge banding and you put it on there just like that, 15/16. You take your 1-inch speed tape, you feed them together, there's a nice pattern there, and you pull it out just like that, and guess what? Voila, Paul Viola gives you fast edge, fast and easy. So this allows you to make your own fast edge right on the fly. Everything's very clear where the speed tape goes and where the edge banding goes, and the pattern to make it work, all spring loaded to hold it down. You're gonna love this product as well. Next, we have a new lineup of HD, heavy duty, stealth speed braces. Now, we have them in 24 inches, 16 inches, and 12 inches. So let me go over from the beginning. The original stealth speed brace, the ones I have in my house, which work fantastic with my granite countertops, are 3/16 plate steel. They're awesome and they work great. But people said, you know what, I want them thicker. Some people like thicker things, so no problem. So we made an HD 12-inch, and this one is a full 1/4 inch thick right here. Now, when we step up to the 16-inch and the 24, go big or go home, 3/8 thick steel plate. This thing is a monster. Do you need this? Frankly, I don't think you do, but we never argue with our customers. If you want big, we'll give you big. And now we have it in the Stealth HD system in the 16 and 24 and in the 12-inch. But of course, this is 1/4 inch and these are 3/8. Now, we have another cool feature or another new addition to the Stealth system. This is a dishwasher support. So you have a 24-inch opening. These right here are split. These screws are exactly 3/8 of an inch off of 24-inch on center on both sides. So you put this in the front of your dishwasher to support the granite countertop that spans across the dishwasher area. So you've got a dishwasher with a 24-inch opening. You simply put this brace in here right on top of the stiles and your side panel, screwing down into each side, and you're going to set this back up in there a little bit so that the front trim part does not interrupt it. You set it back and now you have a steel brace supporting your countertop right across there. So these are all the new lineups of the Stealth Speed Brace family. Next, a 5-pack of 0 clearance tape. So you've got an open throat on most miter box saws, but you really want it to be supported from the back side so it doesn't chip through. And plus you can align your wood up more perfectly if you know where the blade's going to cut. So you simply peel that off. It's made out of a durable PVC with very high performance adhesive, and it's very easy to replace, which is another nice thing. You slip it over the throat and you make sure you line it up with the front edge right there. You don't have to be too accurate. You lay it down, you press it in place. Then you make your first cut. You hold that in there like that. Of course, our $10 million stick. The beautiful thing about that is chip free on the back side because you're supported. You can replace this as it wears out. Of course, it's going to last a long time. But the best thing is when you want to line up, you know exactly where to line up your mark because this transfers exactly where the blade's cutting. A great product and you're going to love it. And of course, the KISS drill bit system. This thing is crazy good. All color coding, giving you the right amount of drill bits for the correct size. So for instance, I take all my drill bits like this, you hand them to someone and you say, now put these away. Look how simple it is. You just simply take the end, you go to the orange row, you know it's obviously that one. You go to the yellow, you put it there. You go to the purple, you put it right there. You go to the yellow, you put it right there. And the red right there. All lined up, 1/2 inch, 64s, 30 seconds, 64s, 16, 64, 30 seconds. You can't screw this up. A first grader could figure this system out. It's so cool. You'll never want another drill index again because this is the best one ever. Greg Glebe, Xylem Design, strikes again. Next is Eco Tape. Now this is paper fast edge because in the sign industry they use this board right here that's corrugated and honeycomb. And they wanted to make a eco-friendly, not a PVC, something that was biodegradable because a lot of this material was used and then thrown out in just a few short days. So we came up with a white, eco-friendly paper tape to cover the edge band. And then, of course, the 3rd edition of 2-Second Lean, 5 new chapters. You're going to love this book. If you want to become lean and you want to learn about running a lean manufacturing company, this is the book for you. And last but not least, the 2014 FastCap catalog with all these great innovations, but of course, it's already out of date because we have over 100 new products on the drawing board. We're constantly innovating non-stop. And of course, you would expect me to save the best till last. This thing is outrageous. This is called the Crown Control, and this is probably one of the most ingenious products ever in the last 15 years that it's come to us. So what this does is it allows you to hang your crown molding without ever struggling again. Could you even imagine those words? Everybody, when you hang crown molding, you think to yourself, oh my gosh, it's going to be a nightmare. Imagine making the whole thing so easy, you just go, why didn't someone think of this sooner? So what the Crown Control does is basically you push this up against the ceiling, then you tap this with a hammer like this into the drywall. Now it's sitting there and your crown molding is sitting just like this. And of course, this is adjustable up and down for any size crown molding. So you have the exact spring angle. Then you lay your tape measure in here across 2 or 3 of them. Now there's no struggle measuring, right? Nobody's holding one end because the tape measure is resting here. You get a perfect measurement. So now you have the perfect measurement. Then you stick your crown molding in here, and when you get to that one, you tap like this, it pops out, slips out the bottom. I'm telling you, nothing ever has been invented this cool. Everyone will want this. That's the new product roundup for FastCap. I know you're going to love these products. Most of them will be available in the winter of 2014. Some of them are available right now. There you go, innovation like you've never seen. At FastCap, we're always listening to other people's ideas because 90% of all these ideas came from people like you, general contractors, builders, cabinet makers, who come up with innovative ways to save time, lean innovations, way to make work fun and easy. This is fun and easy. And that's all we do. We bring great products to market because you're the creative genius and we're trying to make it all happen.